Let's get a look at that 2019-2020 winter outlook. Now, before we take a look at what's expected over the next few months, it's important to look at the methodology that goes behind developing one of these winter outlooks. Now, it can get really technical and advanced, but let's try to break it down. One of the most important variables we look at are the sea surface temperatures. We like to look at the anomalies and see just how warm or cool those water temperatures are from average. Important area we look at for the United States is actually eastern parts of the equatorial Pacific. Now, the ocean water here pretty mild for this time of the year. We're not experiencing an El Nino or a La Nina, but the water temperatures are pretty mild here. Now, another important area to look at is actually the northeastern Pacific up into the Gulf of Alaska. And while the temperatures obviously are colder up here once you get towards the poles, the temperatures are actually pretty mild compared to average. So we have a nice little warm blob up across the Gulf of Alaska as well as the northeastern Pacific. So what exactly does this do and what does it mean? Well, we compare what the sea surface temperature anomalies look like right now and find previous years that kind of match what those sea surface temperatures look like. Those are known as analogs. So I found 6 years that look similar to the sea surface temperatures we are experiencing right now. I averaged out the precipitation and temperatures for those 6 years, and this is what that winter outlook looks like based off of those analog years. So temperatures looking like they're going to be near to slightly below average for the Brazos Valley, with snow and ice potential in the forecast, talking about near to above average snow and ice potential for the Brazos Valley once averaged out through February. So that's important to note that we could see some snow and ice here, and we're expecting that above average snow and ice potential not only across the Brazos Valley but extending up into the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, into southern parts of Oklahoma, and also going to extend a little bit farther east into the Mid-South as well as the Southeast. So those are some areas that are going to see some temperatures near to below average, with the potential to see some wintry precipitation. Now, the areas that look like they'll be hit the hardest, of course, going to be the northern plains as well as the Great Lakes. So if you have any plans up there, any family up there, could see some pretty good snow and a lot of cold air out there. Unfortunately, looking like the Southwest going to see temperatures near average, slightly above average, with some dry conditions. That's not good for the fire and drought issues out across California. So we need to talk about the actual first date that you typically see snow. Many of you probably see this map right here and you're like, wow, I'm in an area that's supposed to see above average snow and colder temperatures. Why is it not cold? Why is it not snowing right now? Well, many areas have yet to see their actual first average snowfall. So notice parts of northern Texas, you typically don't see your first snow until January timeframe, maybe even in February. And that's the case also for northern parts of Mississippi as well as northern Alabama, northern Georgia. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're wondering why you haven't seen any snow or really cold air out there right now. Now, the Brazos Valley, of course, we are in that rare category, but we typically see our best chance for snow come late January into February, can even extend into early March. So let's take a look at the snow that's fallen thus far. Most areas are seeing below average snowfall, but there are a few areas kind of sprinkled in that have seen some snowfall above average, especially as you get towards the Northeast and as well as within those northern Rockies.